Oh, okay. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. Um, we need to get started right away because I am behind in every way possible, basically, man. Spent some units today, changing around my masteries, and didn't earn them back. Didn't really farm potions. Need to farm potions. I am not ready for this 6.3 run. Uh, Echo? Is there really an echo? Yeah. Uh-oh. How about now? That should be better now. I don't know why, but I guess there was sound going through my camera somehow. Should be good now. Yeah, I have no clue. I have no clue, man. I've been having some technical difficulties with my computer all day, man. It's been really frustrating. I don't know what to do about it all. I mean, this one was minor compared to other things, other issues I was having. This was just a setting that somehow got changed. I don't know why, but ugh. Annoying things all damn day. Bro, I'm loving the Man Thing videos. So nice to see something fresh, not the same old stuff. Awesome, man. Glad you like the content. All right, let's hold on. Let me get a tweet out real quick, because like I said, we got to get started. There is much to do, dearest. At Marvel Champions. Sorry I'm late. I was busy typing out a 500-word essay on why Man Thing is the coolest. Yes, I am now live. Okay, so there's busy typing out a 500-word essay on why Man Thing is the coolest. We could add more to that title. Why Man Thing is the coolest cat in town. Oh crap! Hold on. All right. All right. Why Man Thing is the coolest cat? Okay. All right. Tweet. PG, you got a question. If you open a Nexus Crystal and have to choose between Venom the Duck, Iceman, or Awaken Your Morningstar, who would you pick? Well, I certainly wouldn't pick Iceman. I'm not a big fan of Iceman, to be honest. I don't think he's. I think he's fine, you know, but eh. If I already had Venom the Duck, I would pick Morningstar because, yeah, I would like to get Morningstar Awakened. It's kind of a big deal having Morningstar Awakened versus Unawakened. If I did not have Venom the Duck, then I would pick Venom the Duck. Black Seraphim sending over 2 saying, Daddy? Black Seraphim, we've been through this. Alright, you know what? Actually, Black Seraphim, it's almost 2020, and it's time you learn. It is time that you learned, son. Slap. I am your father. Now go to your room. Is that how it works? To be a dad? Go to your room, son. You've been caught playing with your man thing again. Even BG, late again. I know, Aaron Abdo, I know. But Black Serum, thank you very much for the 2. BG, I opened my first 6-star, Gamora. Any thoughts on her? I think Gamora's pretty cool. That's not a bad first 6-star, Pixie Bell. That's not a bad first 6-star. She was like one of the worst champions in the game, but then she got an update, and she's still not like the best champion. But she's kind of cool, and her damage, like, you know, it's pretty good if you can get her buffs going. If you do your heavy attack, it refreshes the buffs on her. You can't always get the heavy attacks off, and that's why she's, like, you know, still not the best champion, but you can have a bit of fun with her for sure, and she's usable in even some relatively difficult content, I would say. For your next slap, can you do slap you with my man thing? Oh, I pitched. Oh God. I need to end the man thing jokes. Sound like you might be coming down a little something? Nah, I took a nap. I woke up real early this morning, man. Too early. I woke up, I don't know, it was like 6:30 or something like that. So, by the time I was coming to the end of the day here, I was like, dude, I'm barely hanging on. I need to take a little nap. So, I did take a little nap, and now I woke up, and yeah. Oh, wait. Didn't I say we're going to get started right away? Because, yeah, I'm clearly not getting started right away. So, let's take care of that. First thing I want to do, actually, is knock out the final Doom invasion. Wow, it was kicked over to the right side. Wait, isn't the update's out, right? I never downloaded the update. Did I? Did it automatically download? Is that why this is on the right side? I don't know. Whatever. Let me do this quest. King Kevin, MCOC, sending over one of them Canadian bucks. A little loony or half toony, if you will. King Kevin, thank you very much. Where's your last one at? Hey BG, would I be dumb to do a Legends run next month since a lot of people probably just got Corvus from Cyber Monday deals? I don't think it'd be dumb to do a Legends run next month. I think it'd be fine. Yeah, there might be more people who have ranked up their champions. Sure. But I don't know how much of an impact that's going to have on a Legends run, really. I think it has a bigger impact on other areas of the game, like the arena, if people add like a bunch of champions to their roster. I think there was a lot of people that had Corvus ranked up, or other Legend running champions like Ghost. The competition there, it's already pretty tight, but I'm not sure how much things really changed because of these deals. Maybe there's a couple extra people or something, but yeah, go for it, man. I'd say go for it. If you're feeling good about it, if you're prepped, you got the boosts and all that stuff, then I'd say do it to it. Do it to it, Laz. Yeah. Thank you very much for the buck. I have the game updated. My daily event is after variant now too. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I guess no, I probably didn't. I download the update. I don't know. I forget what nodes are on here. I didn't think it was the one where they gain power when I'm blocking, but I guess that's what this is. I thought it was Mighty Charge. Maybe that's on the other day, the alternate day. I only did these for an entire month. I think I know by now. Ah, jeez, come on, dude. Can you stop hitting me? Die. Tweets, if you already did my signal spotty, so I did not. Wait, hold on. What is with Oh my god, dude. This wire is all messed up now. Are you kidding me? How did this happen? Alright, ooh, Warlock, rank 2. Alright. Good stuff. Very nice, dude. 6-star, rank 2 Warlock. I could dig it, man. Warlock is the poop. The poop. Which is to say he is the something. Use iPhone 8 Plus and have rank 2 6-star Corvus. Will I be fine with my old phone? Yeah. Yeah, an 8 Plus is still good. I'm still using an 8 Plus myself. That's the phone I'm currently on. Oh, come on, dude. Enough. Jeez. Yeah, 8 Plus is still good. Yup. Hey Brian, hope you're doing well. Looks like Cap Infinity's Petrify is broken in the 25.1 update. Posted a video on Twitter. Ah, that's no good. Is it? Do you know if it's just Caps, or did you try other champions Petrifies? 'Cause it might be all Petrifies, which would be real bad. I wonder. I don't think I'm using. Well, no. Yeah, I think I am using Petrify for some of my run in 6.3 against. Wait, am I using Void? I think I'm using Void in some areas. I gotta take a look more still. But anyway. Don't know that we need that at all for 6.3. I don't know. I tried Void and maybe all Petrify. Oh, no. That's not good. BG, you need to ask about Namor gameplay. Is the best way to play him in war going for 2 special 3 or 3 special 3 followed by special 2? Just took my unduped 6-star to rank 2. You don't really need to do 3 special 3s in war, typically. The thing about Namor is, you know, it varies fight to fight on like the best thing to do. A lot of times you don't need to do 2 special 3s. A lot of times like a single special 3 is good enough. Single special 3 followed by special 2 and the enemy's pretty much dead. But it is going to depend on the opponent that you're up against. If you're fighting a boss, for example, who has more health, then maybe you will need to do more special 3s. Yeah, it really varies. It's something that you have to kind of experience for yourself and get a feel for when you need to do more than 1 special 3. But typically, honestly, for most fights, I think 1 special 3 is probably good enough. Alright, thing. Let's make this painless, okay? No, you had to pop your special just then, didn't you? Fine. I'll need to attack into your block. Okay, good. Well, you're just gonna die to the spore damage, aren't you? Suck it. Like you tried not to comment on how that rank 2 Namor was unduped. Was it that obvious? Oh, man. BG, planned anything for the Grandmaster fight in the future? Are you actually gonna submit and pay money to Kabam? Pay money to Kabam? You new here? What in the world? Do you hear this guy? Pay money? No, hell no. Kabam's not getting my money. I didn't look at the Grandmaster fight. I don't want to look at the Grandmaster fight. I've heard about it. I don't want to know more about it though. I miss the days of getting to content and then seeing it in game for the first time, and that's my plan for Grandmaster, is to avoid looking at the fight Unless I decide to go for a Legends run, which I may. I keep saying, like, this is my last Legends run in 6.3. But who knows? Depending on how things go here, I may need to do another one in 6.4 if I want the champion awakened, or if I miss in 6.3 and I want the champion at all. Yeah, I don't know. Then I would have to do a Legends run again. But ideally, you know, just get to that fight and it'll be like a real video game instead of, hey, we know everything up front ahead of time. Never completing Act 6. Ever seen that Grandmaster fight? Sounds like it's rough. Are you going to grind for Silver Surfer? Nah. Silver Surfer, he's going to go super high. And even if I wanted to go for Silver Surfer, I'm not going to have the units. By the time my Legends run is over, I'm going to be pretty unit broke. And then, you know, I figure at best I'll have maybe a couple thousand units. If I'm lucky, I could maybe save some of my units from the 6.3 run, and you know, maybe I'll have 1,000 units left over, and then I can grind another 1,000 or 2 or something like that, which is not enough to refresh to like 90 million that Silver Surfer is going to go for. I don't know why I keep looking at these nodes. They're all biohazard. BG, excited to see yourself in the game this month. Shiny BG with the surfboard. Oh man, I take that as a compliment, since Silver Surfer, well, he's buff. I think he's buff, right? I didn't look at his in-game model either. All I saw was the motion comic. But now I'm thinking back to the motion comic, and they didn't show his full body, I don't think, right? They just showed him, like, kind of transforming into Silver Surfer. I need to learn more about Silver Surfer. Isn't ContestChampion named after ContestChampion that did the same data mining WoW content 15 years ago? They still do, yeah. It's been a long time since the days of rolling up without knowing what's in front of you. I know. It's it's pretty crazy how, yeah, everything is kind of figured out ahead of time. But yep, this channel was named after ContestChampion. With that game, it was different for me. I didn't understand the negative effects until I played this game. Because one, I didn't participate in like the end game raid type things in World of Warcraft. I mostly PvP'd. BG cutoffs like what my aunt wears. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. My bad on the cutoffs. In WoW, I didn't really raid. I mostly just PvP'd, so like seeing what was going on in like raiding stuff ahead of time. Like, well, number one, I didn't look at that. I didn't care about that stuff, so I kind of just skipped past it. But if I happen to see something, it'd be like, okay, whatever. It's not really spoiling anything for me because I'm not going to do that content anyway. And then the other part of it was, you know, if I didn't want to look at the website, I could just not look at the website, and I wasn't hit with spoilers from every other angle. You know, this game, there's no way to avoid it. I don't look at any website. I don't look at any videos. I stopped going to Reddit. You know, stopped going to Reddit. Sometimes on patch days I will avoid Twitter too. It doesn't matter. I can't stop looking at my Alliance chat and stream and stuff like that. You know, there's no avoiding it. And of course, this game, I do participate in endgame stuff. So it just kind of sucks. Sup, BG? I was going for a little over an hour after the stream last night, but my first path is done. Swaggy's Boaster, I did see that. Congrats, man. Good stuff, dude. You said no units, right? Very nice. Very, very nice. BG, spoiler alert. Ben 10 will become a playable champion? I don't know who that is. I know there's no avoiding it. It's petrifying. Oh, goodness gracious. Screw the charge. Maybe I should have got a charge off this guy or two, but I guess it doesn't matter. The Corvus is not that good for this day, I guess. If I'm going up against Thing again, that is. If he is at the final boss spot, that is. Let me heavy attack you. Yeah. Woo! But yeah, about the MMO champion thing, like I actually planned on it's nothing. I planned on having the site share a lot of the same things, and then I learned really early on that I didn't want to do that. Yeah. Apparently I didn't want to do anything because the site still doesn't exist, but yeah. So BG, I've been contemplating on which Science 5-star to rank 3. Rolk Luke Cage. It ended up rank 5, my 4-star Max Sig. And wow, he's amazing for variant 2 with Champion Heimdall Thor Synergy. First time clear variant 2. I guess you're talking about Thing there. Yeah, Thing is he's a beast. Even a 4-star can be quite powerful with the right synergies. And variant 2, oh man, variant 2 is like made for him. He's beautiful. He is a beautiful champion in there. But nice, dude. First time clear. Awesome. Yep, no units. My stash needs some refilling, but Blade and Sparky killed it. Nice, dude. Last, what is this? Ryu. We're done here. Oh, the final side quest for the month is over. Things BG and Silver Surfer have in common: 1, both are bald. 2, both don't wear pants. Well, it's true. I'm also not wearing pants right now. I also would like to get some silver glitter for the holidays and rub it all over my body. What? Maybe that should have been the tweet for tonight. BG, is it worth running suicides with Medusa, Infinity Man, Red Hulk, etc.? Those champions are not necessarily bad with suicides, but they're not amazing with suicides either. Red Hulk, Red Hulk's pretty good with them, I suppose. But you kind of want to use your special one with Red Hulk, so it's kind of mixed with him. It's like he could use the extra attack, but at the same time, the extra attack sometimes is not worth it. Medusa, I'd rather. Oh man, Medusa's kind of the same way, where suicides kind of feel good with her, especially if you're just using like your special 3. But she doesn't. It's not like she excels with the suicides. I wouldn't put them on if those were your top champions. I probably would not put the suicides on. I don't know, unless you're also an arena grinder, in which case, put them on. Okay, what am I doing though? Let's go hit the arena. Yeah. Gee, sometimes I wish I could have been that old man Logan earlier. So I too could have been elbow deep inside your man thing. Trent. So arena, huh? Alright. Let's talk more play, BG. Yeah, Pixie Bell. Thank you for the reminder. I do need to do more play. Hey BG, yeah, finally 100% Act 5. Then I awaken my 5-star Aegon and use the skill 3 or 4 gem on him. Time to try Labyrinth. Nice, dude. Congrats on clearing out Act 5. Got a powerful Aegon. That's going to be fun to play with. Howdy BG, I pulled Mysterio from a Black Friday Nexus Crystal and was wondering if he'd be a sustainable option for clearing Act 5.3. I mean, he's not a bad option for some of that content. He's not the most sustainable champion of all time or anything, though. I can't remember. I think his block is like average. I think his stats overall, defensive stats at least, are just kind of average. And he doesn't have a heal per se. He sort of has a heal, but it's not really a heal. So he's not the most sustainable option in town, but he's still not a bad champion to take through there, just because he's a decent champion overall, you know. BG, I have a science gem. Who do I give it to? Torch, Invisible Woman, Rolk, or Gulk? Should I wait for better champs? I'd probably wait. Torch doesn't need it. Gulk doesn't need it. Rolk doesn't need it. It is nice having it for Rolk, I suppose, where you get those charges right at the start of the fight and stuff. Invisible Woman, I'm not even knowledgeable enough on Invisible Woman, but I don't think she really needs it either. I feel like none of those champions really need it. BG, do you think it's worth it to kill off your other champions with the Hela/Angela synergy first, to then do Can't Stop, Won't Stop with Thing and the champ synergy? It's so hard, but not sure it's worth the time. It doesn't take that long to kill off your champions, right? You're just joining the fight and then quitting. You're not letting yourself die. It can't take that long to do that. If that's the team that you're bringing, then it's probably worth it, yeah. It'll take you, what, 15 seconds to do that? To kill off a couple of champions? Maybe more, well, depending on how many you're killing. I don't know, maybe it's like 10 seconds per champion, something like that. BG, that symbiote in Variant 2, it's basically classic Spider-Man. It was super annoying. Raged so many times with him. He's the only champ I use revives. Hate it. I'm just glad it's over. Yeah, that guy was super annoying. That boss was not the most fun boss I've ever fought. I know exactly who you're talking about, dude. F that guy. You can't milk a shark. What? What in the world? But you have to, yeah, but you have to have Hela, Angela, and the champ die first. Yeah, so what, like 30 seconds? It's playing around in Realm of Legends today. Realm of Legends is pretty passive champs, though. Yeah. But what do you mean by passive champions? You're talking... You are killing yourself off by quitting the fight, right? Just making sure. You're talking about passive just when you're like actually fighting with Thing? Hi Brian, I got a dilemma from all the Tier 2 Alpha got Cyber Weekend. Who do I take to rank 5? Thing, Iceman, Stark, Spidey, Awaken, Aegon, Morningstar, or Human Torch? Got some good options. It really depends on what you're looking for. I'm pretty partial to Thing. A lot of people like Awakened Aegon. He's always a popular pick. Certainly the other options are good too. But there's no obvious answer. without knowing the full situation of who your other champions that are ranked up are, what type of content you're looking to tackle next, what masteries you're running, what path you run an alliance war, all these factors you got to consider. And I can't really answer that question for you. If Kabam were to make a 5-star basic arena, what rules would you put to keep scores from getting too high? I don't know if there is a way to... I mean, the scores are kind of based on the players. Not really Kabam. I mean, you know, we could, like they can control which champions players bring into the arena, but it doesn't. I mean, like keeping us. It doesn't really matter what the score is, you know. If everyone's on an even playing field, if you're using 2 stars, the score is going to be lower, but it would still take the same amount of time as if players are able to bring in, you know, 4 stars, 5 stars and stuff. I don't really want to see a 5-star basic though, which I saw Dave's video. If you guys haven't seen Dave's video, he asked the devs some questions, and one of the questions was about the 5-star basic arena, and they didn't seem to really want to add a 5-star basic, which is I was pretty happy to hear that. I think we need bigger change in this game. I think we need. I think instead of just adding a +1 to everything, you know, it makes the game stale. I think changing things up, reworking systems. I'm a bigger fan of things like that. Instead of just saying, well, you know, we had 4 stars and we had arenas for them, so let's have 5 stars and arenas for them, and you know. I think it was fine for the 5-star featured, but I don't want to see a 5-star basic. I think reworking the system would be better. I also think that Kabam, they could make it so that people get more 5 stars without having a 5-star basic, you know. I mean, we saw it with that one event where they added like the different shards, like the Grandmaster shards. Even just doing something like that, changing out some of the, like just allowing people to open more crystals for chances at 5 stars, and kind of flesh out their roster that way. I think it would also keep things more interesting in terms of keeping varied rosters. Wait, how did I just get parried there? Is there something about Cole that I don't know? That he just auto-blocked me? What the hell happened? Yeah, I don't know. BG, in your opinion, is there any old champs you think that if they get a buff, they would fit in the current game meta? All of them, yeah. I think any champion that gets a buff could. Oh, do you mean like with their current abilities and just tweaking like the numbers on them? If that's what you're talking about, well, not all of them then. There's certainly some. Black Widow maybe. Electra maybe. I'm trying to think of all the old champions. The old caps, I would say, because they have high perfect block and block efficiency and everything. It's just they don't hit very hard. But other than that, yeah, I mean there's a bunch of champions I think that would qualify. Wolverine. I think even if Wolverine got released as a 5-star, I mean, I guess he would be used in like Alliance Quest. Yeah, he'd still be used in Alliance Quest, so never mind. He doesn't even need a buff technically. He would just need to be released as a 5-star. But even still, you know, you start to feel a little bit with someone like Wolverine compared to some of the newer champions, even if they have that sustainability. Shark sending over $1 though. Shark, thanks man. Saying, 3 up. I just can't believe you called me shrimp. Wait, what? Roboto, I was trying to emphasize the way of what you're doing. Who are you calling girl, shrimp? What? You can't milk a shark? I already read that one. And what did you do, girl, to Roboto? Wait, what message am I reading? Shark, I'm so lost. Hold on. Endui is the Grandmaster's name? Okay. Is that even how you say it? E-N space D-D-W-I? Driving while intoxicated, that's his name? Okay. You learn something new every day. Andrew said over 5. Thank you very much, dude. Saying thanks for all you do for the MCOC community, man. Dude, thank you. I appreciate the $5. That support will go a long way to buying me a sack of beans. Oh, that sounded wrong. Somehow. But I'm talking about actual beans. No innuendo here. Thank you very much for the 5. Appreciate it, dude. Words are hard. Words are hard. They're very, very hard. Pete, you ready for Legends? No. B Manny sent over some info that is pretty helpful today. But I'm still dude, I haven't farmed like any potions. I'm in real trouble when it comes to the potion farming. Yeah. I had too much fun playing with Man-Thing today, and spent time doing that, and then I went out for a little bit. I took a nap. I need more time. I need more time. Also disagree with this attitude that the game should be easier to progress for players just starting out. They watch YouTubers and don't want to grind like we all did to get there. Yeah, that's very true too. I mean, there always has to be ways for players to catch up. So you know, because otherwise they'll, you know, it feels like they can never catch up if it takes as long as it did for the OG players. But it still needs to take time. So it's a careful balance. But yeah, the people don't need to just be handed 6-star crystals just because they downloaded the game. Do you agree with Kabam that a 5-star Scarlet Witch would still be super strong at this point in the game? She'd still be strong. Not super strong, though. She doesn't have any immunities, and honestly, champions without immunities, they can be difficult to fit in to your roster even. Like all right, champions without immunities, it's not that they become champions that are unplayable or something like that, right? In a lot of fights you don't need immunities, but because we have limited rank up resources, when you have the option to rank up a champion that can cover those situations, that have the immunities to handle some of the more specialized paths and champions and stuff like that, and they could also deal just as much damage. They have healing abilities and stuff like that too. It just makes you wonder, like, well, why would I rank up the champion without immunities if this champion offers everything that the other champion does and they're immune to stuff, you know? So Scarlet Witch, she would, for a lot of people, I think she would be like Venom the Duck for me, where I would love to rank up Venom the Duck, and I am gonna rank up Venom the Duck now that I got that bundle from Cyber Monday here. But it's taken a long time just because Like I love the champion, but I mean, it was tough to justify it. He's a really powerful champion, just like, you know, just like Scarlet Witch is a powerful champion, but BG, did you do the 6.3 Legends run yet? I did not. It's probably going to be this Friday. I say probably because I'm really not ready, and I don't know when else I can really do it. But who knows? Maybe I can postpone it somehow. Oh god. No, it'll probably be this Friday. Sad that Silver Surfer isn't suicide friendly. Does he not have the immunities? I haven't looked into him. What is a good level of Mystic Dispersion for Hood to take out Champion Boss? 3 to 5 or 5 to 5? Yeah, I'm not sure. If anyone in here has Hood versus Champion Boss experience. Is the item list Act 6.2 on hold? A little, yeah, brief hold until 6.3 is over. So, not this weekend, not this coming. Well, maybe I could do it on Sunday if I do the run on Friday. I don't know. We'll see about this Sunday. But if not this Sunday, then next week we'll return to it. Yeah. Brian, do you want my maps when I make them? Pete, yes. That's what I wanted to ask B Manny. If he, I was gonna ask if he could take some screenshots of just like the starting points in each quest. If you make maps, Pete, I would love to see them. Yeah. Hey, Brain. In the past 24 hours, I've completed a path on 6.1.1 to 6.1.5. I'm on the last quest, having a lot of trouble getting very far for some reason. Any advice on a certain path to try? In the 5th quest? Oh, no. You said you're on the last quest. Certain path to try. I don't remember all that well, Kieran. I want to say like straight up the middle was the easiest, but I don't know if I'm thinking about the right quest or not. Let's go take a little look. Let's go wander into 6.1.6, shall we? Gotta make sure not to accidentally go into 6.3. 6.1.6. PG, don't you sleep, man? Actually, yeah, I kind of just woke up. It's only 11 o'clock on the West Coast here. Ain't even that late. I'm an adult. Yeah, this quest, I don't know what was the easiest path. I mean, straight up the middle, there's no special nodes on these guys, at least, other than the global. Right, there's no local nodes, but you do have to go through that Havoc, which that Havoc can be a pain. What do we got over here? Sharpened claws. Sharpened claws. I don't know. I at a certain point you do have to branch out somewhere too. So there is no real like straight up the middle. Good luck. I don't know, man. The node isn't tough for global, but the AI is so stingy with their specials. Really? I don't remember that, but yeah, some quests seem to be like that. If anyone here wants to send me screenshots, then I would give them lots of love. Oh, you need screenshots too? I made a map for 6.3.1, but I don't have a screenshot of the very middle, so there's a big hole in it. Oof, okay. Watch Lax's run and edit his face out. Oh man, no, you gotta leave his face in if you're using his run to make maps. All right, let's go back to arena. You know what? No, never mind. All right, yeah. Let's finish up these milestones tonight. Let's do it. I'm eating a taco salad at 2:01 a.m. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. When tacos are on a salad, you could eat tacos anytime, is the old saying. I'll update you when I'm Cavalier. Alright, sounds good, dude. Get that Cav title. Woo! Make Legacy the face of 6.3? I'm not even entirely sure what that means, but I agree. UG, how are you feeling about the Grandmaster specials? I haven't looked at them. I don't really want to look at them. I also don't want to go on another rant about not wanting to be spoiled about things in game, but yeah, that's the reason. I like to see the stuff firsthand, if at all possible. One of my favorite snacks as a kid, taco bites. Taco bites. I don't know if I've ever had taco bites. Hold on. Let me Google this. Taco bites. No. I've never had taco bites. Wait, is this a homemade thing? I see like recipes for mini taco bites, taco cups. Oh man. These look great. Just these little mini tacos. Just an appetizer, I guess. Maybe I've seen these at parties and stuff like that, but I probably, I keep it real simple. And if I see like tomatoes on there, I'm like, nah. Nope. A bunch of these have tomatoes. Maybe that's what it was. I would always eat like well, I mean, like still to this day, the plainest food. But especially as a kid, man. If they're like it took me many years to start eating beans. If there was a bean, if there was I still remember one time I got a taco from Taco Bell, and I can't remember what the type of taco was. It was like a taco deluxe or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I could afford that. Cool, I'll get that. It was like an extra 20 cents or something. And whatever it was, it ended up it was like a regular taco, but then it had like a taco wrapped around it, and it was like some bean paste or something like that, holding that extra taco shell around it, soft taco shell, and I was like, well, I just wasted my money. I'm not eating this. Actually, I tried to scrape it all off. I remember that, actually. But, yeah, as a kid, I was even pickier with food than I am today. Brian's a bean, cheese, and sour cream taco kind of guy. Oh, nope. Nope. Absolutely not. Sour cream? Nope. I'm out. ABG, long-time viewer, but first time catching you live. Woohoo, sleeping kids. I'm working on 100% 6.1 right now and finding suicides detrimental on some paths. I'm hesitant to remove them, though, since I use Omega and Corvus a lot. Thoughts on keeping versus removing? Well, first off, welcome. Glad to have you in here. I would say with Omega and Corvus, you're probably better off keeping them. I mean, those champions, they're pretty much better in every way with the suicides. Yeah, the recoil damage is still there, but the healing that you get. Do you have a point in Coagulate? That extra point, or just having 1 point in Coagulate for Omega Red helps out a lot, actually. The additional healing that you get for having that and not taking any bleed damage especially if you're going up against nodes that cause bleed. That one-point coagulate can be really helpful. But yeah, it's probably better to keep the suicides on. If you're using a bunch of other champions as well that are not suicide friendly, then you may have to remove them, but you know, it's always kind of that toss-up. But I would probably keep him if I were you. What the fudge is up, Bry Guy? What up, Jay Divine? Black Widow movie trailer was sick. Scarlett Johansson in leather just really does something to my man thing. Oh man. Oh man. I was gonna say something, but the man thing jokes. I think the joke that I was thinking was not family friendly. Sometimes the man thing jokes go too far. I was about to take it too far. But Jay, that's good. Even though Taco Bites was a joke, I'm not mad. We're talking about tacos in general. Ugh. Is it just a joke? Dude, I don't joke about tacos, and you shouldn't either. They're amazing. Picky Eater says the guy who puts mustard on a bagel. Because it's delicious, Pixie Bell. The Upper Decker Taco. JK Double Decker. Was that what it was called? The Double Decker? I thought it was the Deluxe, but yeah, I could be wrong. That was a long time ago. So I used to get basically what's it called? I had this kind of rule. This is when I just started working. Well, sorry, I just got a car and started working. Technically, I started working at like 14, but I guess maybe I'm thinking of when I'm like 16 or 17 at this point. And I had, you know, basically I was pretty broke, and I had a rule where, like, if I'm buying food, I could only spend $3. That's it, $3 the entire day. That included like the vending machine at the job I was working at and everything. And Taco Bell was one of the best ways to spend my money because, you know, you can get regular tacos that were like 89 cents. So you get 3 of those, or the best value, the taco that would fill you up the most. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a soft taco. They really stuffed the crap out of it with ground beef and like nacho cheese and stuff. And I felt sick afterwards sometimes because sometimes they put too much of that cheese in there, man. But still, it was like the most filling taco that you can get for like $1.40 or something. So I can get 2 of those. Ground beef, yeah, whatever it was, whatever they were filling it with. But then sometimes I look around. What else is on the menu that I could afford for $3? And I guess it was the double decker. If you guys are saying that's what it is. And yeah, tried that one time, never again, never ever again. And then of course the cheesy gordita crunch. The first time they introduced the cheesy gordita crunch, that was only 99 cents, and that was an incredible time in my life. The cheesy gordita crunch is the best Taco Bell ever made. And yeah, like it went up in price big time. It went up to like $2.50 or something. But when they first introduced it, it was 99 cents, and it was like a limited time offer or something. And then even after they took it off the menu, you could still order it if you just knew if you just asked for it, you know. BG, read Sick Beats question, please. Sick Beats, what's your question? First off, Sick Beats, please don't spam. If Pixie Bell didn't ask me to look your question, then I wouldn't, because you're spamming. You're spamming pretty hard. But 5-star Captain Sparkles or 5-star Rocket, You want to rank up 5-star Captain Sparkles between the two. Rocket's a cool champion, but he's nowhere near as powerful as Captain Sparkles. Dude, anytime I've been strapped for cash, Taco Bell's a great value. You can get like 30 pounds of food for $2.50. Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful though, because I used to go to Taco Bell with friends all the time, and they'd spend like 20 bucks. I'm like, dude, what are you guys doing? What are you guys ordering? Getting these like taco pizzas or something, man. I don't know. All these things that get too expensive. But I don't. When you think about it, like I stopped going to Taco Bell a while ago. More for like health reasons, you know, just trying to stop eating like all fast food. But it's actually expensive. When you think about like the ingredients for those tacos, and you could just get those at the store, and it's so easy to make tacos yourself, like, oh man. Yeah, it's actually cheaper just to do it that way. But for the convenience factor of not having to buy all that stuff and cook it and everything, it is cheaper, I would say, than most fast food options. That's for sure. Felt like it was more filling for what you got instead of going to like the dollar menu at McDonald's or something. Black Seraphim sending over another buck saying, I had a hot sausage today. It looked like you were eating sausage. Oh man, even my cleaned up way of saying it didn't sound great. It's too far. You've gone too far, Black Seraphim. I cannot read that comment almost at all. But that's good for you, I guess. Thank you very much for the buck. One of your Man-Thing videos, you had Mystic Dispersion plus Suicides on. Do you have any vids showing that setup? I don't have any videos, but I could show you right now, because I actually have Suicides on with Mystic Dispersion on right now. So, yeah, we can go take a look. Quick little peek. I mean, I've been changing my masteries a bunch. Like, even in the last video that I posted with Man-Thing, where I just showed the masteries real quick. Like, that, you know, that wasn't a mastery setup that I was keeping. It was more of just like, hey, in case you were curious, you know, in case there was like some hidden thing in the masteries that made Man-Thing good, I wanted to just show what I was working with. But yeah, we can go take a look at my current mastery setup. So I realized something too. I realized something very interesting about Man-Thing that I did not mention in my last video. But if you notice, I kind of made a point to say I should really be using heavy attacks and special threes for the most part. That would have made the fight faster. Instead of wasting all of the pimples that were just kind of dropping off, wasting all that potential, I should be using heavy attacks more. And then I thought about it, and I thought, hey, I could leave Suicides on. You know, maybe not for every fight with Man-Thing, but for the fights that the opponents have buffs and stuff, I could leave Suicides on. Alright, let's go take a look at the masteries now. But yeah, whenever like I want to do that fight again, but I kind of want to wait for Man-Thing to be awakened, and then I want to go back and like fight Old Man Logan again, and I'll probably leave Suicides on, especially if Man-Thing's awakened and he has that heal when below 50% health. Like, it'll be pretty good. Not that he, you know, that he really needs to have the extra attack from Suicides, but hey, why not, right? But okay, yeah, here's the offensive masteries that I'm using. I don't have anything in the bottom right tree. I'm now back to my kind of normal setup for my defensive masteries here with the left half kind of standard what I normally run, maxed out willpower, 1 point in coagulate. Proficiencies. Got maxed out MD. This is kind of a joke point in pittance, but I didn't want to spend the units on any of the other masteries. And yeah. This is pretty similar to what I was using in the video with the maxed out MD and suicides. I probably had one less point in cruelty, and I think I maybe had maxed out coagulate at the time. Maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter because I was shrugging off the... Oh no, never mind. Man-Thing is immune to bleed. That's why it doesn't matter. But actually, I had maxed out perfect block in that recording. I remember that. So I only had 1 point in physical resistance, and I had 16 points in the left half of this defensive tree. It's a little weird. That's pretty much it. Thank you. Gonna give it a whirl. I appreciate you say, give it a whirl. Home Alone style. Thoughts on Grandmaster as final boss 6.4? Well, it's probably to be expected, I suppose, but I haven't looked at him. I don't want to look at him. I'm trying to pretend that information does not exist out on the internet. Just like somebody who's excited to go see a movie tries to pretend that the spoilers don't exist for that movie on the internet. If you and Seaton went to battle live, it would be a tie. Y'all are both great fighters. I agree. What up, Brian? What's up, lags? How you doing, dude? Night BG and stream. Alright, Pixie Bell. Have a good night. Hector, stop spamming. Is Hector spamming? Hector. How's the prep 6.3 going? You know, it's going, I suppose. B Manny has helped me a good amount with it. Since he was kind of fresh off his run, he put together a little something for me. So yeah, I need to look into things more still, of course. But I've got thanks to B Manny, I have a plan now at least. But I need to farm more potions. My potion stash is not where it needs to be. But gee, I've never considered myself to be a scarf guy, but I bought one and I love it. My neck was so toasty warm, and I wasn't cold at the game at all, even though I didn't wear a coat. Abdo. I kind of like this. I don't wear scarves myself, but I kind of like that you're getting into scarves. Because now you are going to be a scarf guy. You'll forever be known as the scarf guy. Jesse, thank you very much for the 2. I'll read that in just a second after I'm done getting beat up by Man-Thing over here. Dude, get out of my face. What are you doing? Go away. Where's your last? Oh, your last one is the give it a whirl comment. That just send it over too, just because then, I guess. Well, thanks, dude. I appreciate it, man. Just double check and make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think so. Thank you, dude. I appreciate the 2, man. Thank you very much. What up, lags? Congrats on Doom, by the way. Yeah, dude. I'm happy that you got that Doom. Makes up for that arena. BJ, I completely understand wanting to keep the Grandmaster fight a surprise, but I do think watching ahead of time and learning the fight beforehand will be essential to Legends run. For a Legends run, yes. And if I do decide to do a Legends run, then I am going to look at it ahead of time. There's kind of no way around it. The amount of resources and units it would save in a situation where you don't have time to back out and learn things at your own pace. For a Legends run, I would have to look at it, yeah. But if I don't do a Legends run, then I'd prefer just to kind of go at my own pace, you know, and figure out the fight for myself rather than just have someone else play the game for me, essentially. Gotta go start my day. Thanks for the awesome stream, BG. All right, have a good day. I understand Coagulate works great for Omega, but does it affect healing for Corvus if both run suicides? Coagulate doesn't affect Corvus in any way, really, because Corvus, he's already immune to bleed. When he has the glaive charges up, and then even if the glaive charges, if you get knocked down, it removes that bleed. So Coagulate has no effect on Corvus, to my knowledge. Warlock already making a difference. 3 more paths down in variant 1.2 and only 2 revives used on that gas boss in variant 1.2.3. Any good counters for him, by the way? In variant 1.2.3, I think I used Stark Spidey for that one, if I'm not mistaken. Stark Spidey using strictly heavy attacks seemed to work. If I'm thinking about the same boss, at least. I mean, that it was kind of a while ago. I might be thinking of a different boss. Someone's asking... Wait, where'd that comment go? That's like on my alt account. Anyone know where I could find a 1 energy fight for villains? Someone in here probably knows. I do not know myself, though. But if anybody knows, please put that in the chat. Tag Carl. Who should I upgrade, my Aegon or Phoenix? Your help is needed. Phoenix is not a great champion. Phoenix is pretty much just for prestige. You don't really want to rank up Phoenix for any other reason. So, if you need prestige, then, you know, Phoenix is there for you. But if not, then you're going to want to go Aegon. Black Seraphim sending over another buck. Thank you, dude. Where's your last one? Does Cosmic Mastery help Corvus at all? I don't think so. No. The Cosmic Mastery is really bad, to my knowledge. I haven't actually tested it, and you know, maybe there's some, you know, maybe it's one of those things where it's like, oh, everyone just thought it was bad because the description looks like it's really bad, but it turns out it's actually really good. But to my knowledge, it doesn't help. I think it reduces the effectiveness of armor ups, right? And with Corvus, you armor break the opponent anyway, so they don't have armor ups. So I don't think it does really much of anything for Corvus. And certainly, I would have to say, like, I can't imagine the points being worth it over other masteries, even if it wasn't, even if it had some effect. Like, I don't know. Put your points elsewhere, basically. Especially like that mastery is not cheap to unlock, you know. The class masteries, they're some of the most expensive masteries. I'm trying to think if they are the most expensive masteries to get 5 out of 5. I can't remember if they're more expensive than like Assassin and Deep Wounds and stuff. Can't remember the math behind it, but they're very expensive. Five-star hype should never drop under 2 cosmic potential after special 3, right? Something's off, if so. No, that's not true. Over time, you will drop... no, you will drop below 2 cosmic charges. It just takes time. I don't know exactly how long, but yeah. No, you will drop. That's what I'm doing with Warlock and Ghost. It works, but just curious if there was a better strategy. Yeah, I'm not sure, B. Daniels. But I'm pretty sure that's what I did. Captain Bay, what's up, dude? Who should I rank 5? Ghost or Fury? Both can be awoken. If you... They're both good champions. I think Ghost is the better of the two for most situations. But Ghost playstyle is one that not everyone enjoys. So if you enjoy Ghost's unique playstyle, then she's probably going to be the way to go. A lot of people really have fun with Nick Fury, though. And, you know, if you really enjoy Nick Fury's playstyle, like he's a great champion too. So you could really go either way there. It's personal preference for the most part. But if you want to know just like strictly which one is better if you took the time to like master each champion, then the answer would be Ghost. Mastery definitely plays a role in it too. Ghost is not going to feel as good if you're not running the suicide masteries, whereas Nick Fury, you know, his bleed damage, if you have deep wounds or something like that, is really nice. If you don't have deep wounds, you notice a big hit to his damage too. So they are both champions a little bit dependent on the masteries to really give them the boost they need. Not much, just been exploring a bit, and Chapter 2 in Variant 1, and oh boy, this chapter sucks. Chapter 2 is rough, man. Both chapters 2 and 3, they're both really hard. Chapter 1 wasn't nearly as bad as those two. But the second 2 chapters, super tough. Alright. I'm going way too slow, man. Just thinking about it, like, what am I doing? Stalling too much between rounds. I need to be moving faster. I used to go so much faster in the arenas. Just lollygagging over here, man. BG, would you still go through with the Legends run if Petrify is still broken on Friday? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I don't know if I need Petrify for anything anyway, but I might. I can't. Does anyone know for the Infinity Man boss? That's who I'm thinking about right now, because I was planning on maybe bringing Void for that fight. Void with the synergy to get Fear of the Void at the active at the start of the fight, and then just controlling it from there. I can't remember what nodes that fight has on it, but yeah, I just heard Void was really good for it. What does Petrify even do? Petrify is the one that reduces healing and power gain effects on the opponent. And for Void, it's 50% for both of those per Petrify. It's the main debuff for Void. And for Captain America too, some people I think use Cap for that Medusa fight, right? I'm not using Cap for that fight, so that one doesn't matter. Obi-Don sending over 2. Obi-Don, thank you very much. Saying rank 5 Sig 200 Aegon, Ghost, or Captain Marvel movie need for Act 6. You got 3 good champions here, man. I mean, I think Ghost is just the best. If you, it's kind of the same thing I was just saying to the other person. If you are comfortable with Ghost's unique playstyle, and especially if you run the Suicide Masteries, then I think Ghost is going to be the best. The other 2 champions are both great too, though. And you don't necessarily have to go with Ghost just because I think she's the best. You know? You can go with any of those 3, and it'll be a good rank up. They're all powerful champions. like a lot of people ranked up their Aegons, and like the deeper we go into what's it called? The deeper we go into Act 6, it seems like Aegon is becoming more and more useful. But I would still personally put him last on the list. So like I would probably go Captain Marvel over Aegon. For me, the order would be like Ghost, Captain Marvel, then Aegon. And if you didn't like Ghost, then bump her and go with Captain Marvel. Like that's what I would personally do. But you know, again, they're all three are good champions. All three are useful champions. It's gonna be personal preference between the three in a lot of ways. Though you met the Mastery, you don't need Void for any bosses. Oh, okay. The Mastery does the same thing. It's when stunned. It reduces healing and power gain effects by you know, up to 30% if you have 3 points. But I guess I'm using what's it called? I guess I'm using Corvus for that Infinity Man then. Is Corvus faster? I imagine so, but I still got to look at things a bit more. Captain Bay saying Captain Sparkles is the answer for everything. I love her. That's fair. She's awesome. Saving variant 1.3 for last. Figure with Thing, Sparkles, Void, and Corvus should be an easier one for me. Whew. You say that. Oh, man. No, I mean, you do have a lot of great options. Yeah, those champions are certainly going to help. But, yeah, that quest is still tough. That's still tough. I mean, at this point, you've already gone through, like, 6.2. You're used to tough content. I remember when Variant 1 first came out, man, that was like a real big wake-up call of like, oh, this is what difficult content feels like. Like, oh crap, this is actually really tough. You know, especially not if you didn't have the right rank ups. Like I got lucky with that one, where I had Void ranked up. I don't think my Hyperion was ranked. Was my Hyperion rank 5 at the time? I don't remember now. Might have only been. No, probably was rank 5. I think I had Hype. I mean, I definitely Medusa was rank 5. I think I had the 3 of them. I think I had those 3 at rank 5. Which I remember a lot of people didn't have any Science or Cosmics at rank 5 yet. And it was like, okay, well, they're screwed. Yeah, Corvus can do about half the lanes in the Infinity Man quest. Okay. Alright, got it. Would you use a generic on hype? Tough question, man. That's a real tough question. He's probably worth it. Like, I use my Hyperion all the time, and this dude has saved me so many units over the course of however many months that I got him. I remember getting him. Excuse me. I remember getting him from the arena when they brought him to the arena as a 5-star. And I've been using him ever since. And the dude has saved me so many units, and for that reason, I would say, yeah, he probably would have been worth a generic if I had to give him one. But I still have a tough time justifying it, because technically the champion can be played unawakened. Like, and technically I didn't have to bring him to Alliance Quest, and I could bring other champions, and then just play Hyperion unawakened in certain quests where I needed him or something like that. But yeah, like if Hyperion was like my only option for Alliance Quest, the extra healing that I get by having the buffs, duration lasting longer, it's so big for saving resources that it's totally worth it. Yeah, I mean It's tough. Ultimately, I do think it's worth it, I guess. Like, gun to my head, if I have to say yes or no, I would say yes, worth it. But there's always other factors to consider, I guess, is what I'm getting at. So, is the new update out? It is out. Yeah, I don't think I have it though. Dude, look at the background. It's so freaking bright. I can't even look at my phone right now. What the hell? The mood has changed with that background. I feel like it was bright before, but in a different way. There wasn't as much of like the orange glow on the bottom. When do you think 6.4 and Abyss are coming? Tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know exactly, but I don't think we're gonna have to wait too much longer for the Abyss. The Abyss seems like it's gonna be rolled out before 6.4. And then at 6.4, they're just starting beta test for it. So 6.4, I'd say we have a good 2 months on, maybe more. I don't know. Actually, maybe the Abyss is going to come out after 6.4. Because we also have another variant coming too, right? Wait, is variant this month? Variant 4? Man, there's a lot of tough content coming real soon. 6.3 was just released. We have variant 4 coming. 6.4, the Abyss. Holy crap. Variant 4 is next week. Crazy. Craziness. You have noticed that the background image has been changing constantly for the last month or so? Yeah, dude. Man, with variant 4... What do I want to do first? Variant 4 or 6.2? I should probably do variant 4 first. I should probably do variant 4 first for 2 reasons. One, it'll be more relevant since it'll be new, and going through there, you know, can maybe help some other people out with some strategies. And of course, if I get like a rank up gem or something like that, or I'm just able to rank up other champions, that may help in clearing out the rest of 6.2. Would be nice. But I'm so close on 6.2 that I just kind of want to keep going in 6.2. Oh man, everybody's saying variant 4 first. Okay, well. Yeah, I mean, it does make more sense to do variant 4 first. If I'm thinking just with my brain and not with my emotions, then variant 4 is the way to go. But I'm so close on 6.2, guys. I'm so close. I want to finish it. What is variant 4 based on? It's the Moon Knight quest, I think. And apparently, like 1, 2, and 3-star champions are going to be useful for it. BG go, I go legend. BG go legend. I go legend. FaZe, I don't know what you're saying, but you got to stop spamming, dude. You got to take it easy on the spam. Generic on Medusa or Magic, doing Act 6.1, 6.2, and variant explorations. Hold on. 6.1, 6.2, and variant explorations. Well, neither of those champions are super useful in variant 2 and variant 3.
They're both useful in variant variant 1 to some extent. I can't remember how much people used magic in variant 1. I feel like, did people use magic a lot in that one? I know Medusa got used a bunch. Might want to wait till variant 4 hits and see if one of those champions are going to be more useful in variant 4, because I really don't think either champion, like, I don't know, like variant 2 and variant 3, those are the ones that you want to hit first before doing variant 1. So it might not be the best use of your generic right now. And 6.1 and 6.2, I think I did find my I found Medusa to be really helpful in variant 1. There was a lot of robots that were difficult to fight. Variant 2, I didn't use her all that much. And magic I just never used because I never really used magic. That's kind of a separate thing. I don't know. I would personally go with Medusa between the two if you were just had to pick one right now. But I would also wait. I would wait to see what Variant 4 brings, and maybe one of those two champions will just crush Variant 4. If we're even allowed to bring our 5 stars in there, which I think we're going to. I don't know how that's going to work still. But yeah, I would wait on it just to see what Variant 4 looks like before making any kind of decision. We're so close to it. Got my 2-star Quake ranked and ready for Variant 4. There you go. Usually can't wait for that battle chip boost / gold gold drop boost coming up. I'll be arena grind 24/7 and pulling overnighters. Oh man, it's only 20% extra, man. Don't kill yourself getting it. It is nice. Don't get me wrong, it is nice. Definitely worth playing a bit more. Take advantage of it while it's here. Get some sleep. Was there Variant 4 beta tests? I don't think so. They don't normally have beta tests for the variant difficulties, to my knowledge at least. Not publicly, at least. ABG, thoughts on the Colossus buff? Just pulled him as a 5-star and thinking of ranking him to get through Act 5 on my new second account. Colossus is amazing. I'm going to be taking mine to rank 5 pretty soon. Super useful. He's packed full of immunities and has survivability and damage all rolled into a nice little package. Yeah, he's a great champ. Isn't that the boss fight in Variant 1 where it's actually better to have Medusa unawakened? I think so, yeah. And I don't think it's just one fight. Is it? Wait, maybe it is just one fight. I don't remember now. But yeah, I think so. I think I remember Pete saying that he soloed that boss with his awakened Medusa, though. I didn't really find Medusa to be all that helpful against the robot bosses. I found Void to be much more useful against all of them, against all 3 of them. I really didn't use Medusa for... I didn't use Medusa a ton in Variant 1, to be honest. I ended up using Void a lot, and that's when I first started using Hyperion more than Medusa, I want to say. Like I always used Hyperion in Alliance Quest more than Medusa because, you know, he's got the heal. He's better for AQ generally. But once we saw that like the increased attack that the opponents had and some of the nodes, it just felt better to use Hyperion. And from there, I've kind of been using Hyperion more than Medusa ever since. There's Pilfer in Variant 1, which might be why Medusa might be better unawakened. Pilfer, there's also... I know one of them has buffet. The first one's buffet. The second one's pilfer. What was the third? The third one is the node where he builds up the shock charges. Like all three of them, if you have buffs, it can be detrimental. Oh yeah, there's fisticuffs, right? Wait, was that on the boss? Is that on the third boss? Use Medusa a ton in Variant 1, but I think I mostly used Beardo and Rolk for that one fight. Well, them and Unit Man. Yeah, I used so many resources. I used a lot of potions. Whole lot of potions. That was the last time that I really farmed potions. Whole lot of potions, whole lot of revives. It's the global for the third one. Okay. Yeah. Alright, thanks for dropping the knowledge. I gotta sleep before work tomorrow. Have a good rest of your stream. Alright. Have a good night. You can save that gem on Silver Surfer if you go for him. Possibly. If someone's thinking about going for Silver Surfer, but Silver Surfer is going to be a tough champion to get, probably. Wait. So BG, if we save the gold we get from AQ and AW and open it when we get the 20% gold boost, we're going to get plus 20% extra gold. Wow, I got wrecked that fight apparently. I think so. I think you do get the extra 20% gold. Yeah. I can't say for sure on those. But I think so. I think any source of gold that you get, even if you got it technically before and just didn't claim it, I'm pretty sure that counts. Which, yeah, it's a good call, man. Honestly, it's even the gold in these milestones should not be claimed. You know, if you can hold on to everything without claiming it, hold on to as many things as possible. Rank up Clairvoyant or Doom? Tough call. Both great champions. I think right now people may still value Claire over Doom, although I think Doom has. I think Doom. People have started to come around to Doom. I feel like when Doom first hit, people were like, "Oh, he's just prestige," but I feel like more people have started liking them. I think personally I would go with Doom myself. I don't know if he's. I don't know who's better. Like, I don't have either of them at a high level, so I can't really say. Like, I'm not the right person to ask that question, really. But I think I would go with Doom for a couple of reasons. One, his prestige is through the roof, so I'd feel like I would have to just for that. And then two, I like. Well, I kind of don't like that he has such high stats, like high crit resistance and armor and stuff like that. I guess the armor's fine, but the high crit resistance, I think it's too much in this game, personally. I don't think it's good for the game. But, hey, if it's there, if you're not going to be able to change it, you might as well take advantage of it. And yeah, having that high crit resistance can provide a lot of additional safety for you. So that would be another reason. And then the third reason is that I just like Doom's playstyle more than I like Claire's. And I like Claire. Don't get me wrong. I like Claire, but I really enjoy all of the power control that Doom brings to the table. Like his style of it, of you know, like, I don't know. He's just really fun to play when you stun the opponent off the L3. And then when I first started playing him, I didn't think he was going to be all that useful. But then I just started doing lots of light attacks, since light attacks drain power and feed you power. And yeah, it's really fun. And I think he's good. I would go with him. But I don't know. Like I still do feel like the community would maybe value Claire more, potentially. I don't think we've seen either of them to like their maximum effectiveness yet. You know, it's still kind of early days. It's very early days for Doom, and Claire, she's been out for a little while now, but I still feel like, you know, we need some new content that she works especially well for, to like really see her in action, type of thing. Like 6.3, I don't think a lot of people used Claire there. I could be wrong, but it seems like a lot of people are using like Ghost, Corvus, Aegon, these types of champs, and not really Claire or Doom. So I think as time goes on, maybe one of them will emerge as like the clear winner or something. I don't know. Oh wait, hold the phone. Doc McKnife saying, "Oh, Claire was great for 6.3." Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm just thinking about Legends runs. I'm not sure I heard anybody talk about her for a Legends run, but I guess for a regular clearing, she's good. Oh wait, Doc McKnife also saying Doom is also useful for 6.3 too. Well then, I guess I don't know anything about 6.3. Dude, my 6-star Aegon today after beating 6.3. Nice. An awakened 6-star Aegon, eh? Very nice. The ever-waiting Venom the Duck video, BG, make it as a Christmas gift. I don't know if I'll be able to do it by Christmas. Actually, I'll tell you, no, it's not gonna be for Christmas. Maybe there's two other videos that I really want to make. One of them is halfway done. The other is a little less than halfway done. That are like really high quality videos that I didn't think would take this long, but they are taking a long time. Part of it is learning new software. Yeah, and all that stuff, but I want to make these videos first and then make the Venom the Duck video after. Like, these are like my learning videos, and then make a Venom the Duck video after. I still need to rank up my Venom the Duck and play with him more, and you know, I have a pretty good understanding of Venom the Duck, but still, the more, you know, the more you play with a champion, the more you learn subtle little things that you didn't realize. Good morning, Enzo. What's up, dude? Welcome to Top 10 Prestige. Most impressive for free-to-play in Masters Alliance. Am I Top 10 Prestige? No way. Did I make it Top 10? I know I went up on the list a bit. But, cool. But Enzo, good to see you, dude. Good morning to you. Website for Christmas? Yeah, the website. Oh, God. Oh, that also ain't happening. Guys, if I could go back in time... if I can go back in time... I don't know what I would do if I can go back in time. If I can go back in time, I guess I would go way back in time and learn how to program as a kid. And then maybe I wouldn't have this problem now. But then maybe I also wouldn't be here right now. I wonder... like, sometimes I think about this, like, if I really needed a YouTube channel, or if I could have just, like, kept my old job and then, like, worked on like, learning programming and still made a website for this game, and then started, like, a YouTube channel afterwards. I don't think that would have been as good, because then I would still be working my old job, which I didn't want to do. That job sucked. You know, it wasn't the worst job in the world. Still grateful for the job and everything, but I still didn't like it. So it's probably better this way, but this damn website haunts me, guys. Alright, I guess I'll run my 6 stars through this arena. Might as well. What was your old job? Underwear model for Sears. It was like a live modeling gig. Just out there on display for everyone to see, and, you know, sure, I'm comfortable with my body, but it was degrading in a way. Don't you have a website, BG? I have many websites, kind of. But also not really. BG merch coming for Christmas? Nah. I still don't have any plans for merch. Maybe at some point if I really want to make a t-shirt. But eh. Get him the duck vid or call police. It's gonna happen. Timothy, haven't been in a stream in a bit. Did you miss me? Also, I saw the videos where you were actually playing with your Man-Thing. I thought those were just for me, and Laura didn't have to know. Orange juice. Just because I sent you those videos privately doesn't mean I can't also share them with the world. Alright? Don't be selfish. Stop it, damn you, some of us are trying to win fights in arena. With the underwear model thing. My actual last job was, I worked for a security alarm company. You know, for home and commercial places. And yeah, you know, it was a fine enough job. Like, when I first got that job, oh my goodness. I was in love, you know, like, the job I had before that one was retail, and I worked in a clothing store for like 3 years, not actually modeling underwear, in case that wasn't obvious. But yeah, I worked retail in a clothing store for like 3 years, and man, I actually had flashbacks to it like this on Black Friday this year. Just thinking, like, God, what a nightmare that was. That was before, like, online shopping really took over, too, so... Like, the first year was the worst, and then, like, the years after that, it was still bad, but it was actually, like, slightly better each year. But, yeah, going from that environment to, like, my first office job... where there was, like, you know, it was temperature controlled. Sometimes, you know, you look forward to going to work, man. It's all hot outside. You're like, get inside. Especially with all, like, computers around and server, like we're right next to the server room, which had to be kept cool, and oh man, it was incredible. But you know. It was incredible for when I first started working there. I think I was 19 or 20. And then, yeah, it starts to wear on you after a few years. You start to realize, oh yeah, I need to do something else. What if someone scouted you as a bean taste tester? Well, is that job available? Because I would take it. Yeah. Timothy, look at the name of the Summoner Champion you are fighting right now. BG for life. I like this person. Modeling underwear. Now we know why BG doesn't like wearing pants. It all makes sense now. Well, more sense. You just feel more free, you know? I'm used to being free down there. Man, you couldn't pay me enough to be an actual underwear model, though. Like, if I really did have to stand in the front of a store, like welcoming people in. I mean, they didn't have underwear models for like those fancy clothing stores, but they did have them with like their shirt off, right? I think. Where they were like just wearing like jeans or something. I don't know. I never really shopped at those places. But I think that was a thing, right? Or is it still a thing? Probably still is a thing. But man, you could not pay me enough to do something like that. If I was in shape, I guess, sure, you know? At a mall, in good shape. You got girls walking by and everything. Sure. Stand there without a shirt on. Stand there in my underwear if you want. But, not looking like this. Imagine BG replacing Justin Bieber as the model for Calvin Klein. Is Justin Bieber the model for Calvin Klein? I guess that makes sense. They have had other celebrities do stuff like that, right? Calvin Klein would be would make a lot more than they are making right now. Yeah, sure. Ashton Kutcher, did I say Cooker? Ashton Kutcher was an underwear model before becoming Kelso. Really? He was I remember he was an underwear model as Michael Kelso in the show. Didn't he get a job as an underwear model? Jackie was all jealous. BG, you look like Hyperion. Stop it. Oh, Tom. Get out of town. Round as a shape. What you talking about? Yeah. How all you guys know about male underwear models worries me. Well, they're buying men's underwear. They should know who's on the package of the underwear, you know? Makes sense. There's nothing wrong there, all right? I just haven't bought underwear in a long time to know who's on it. Underwear really, like, when you think about it, is a waste. Like, all you really need is to cover certain things. You know, like... Alright, never mind. Maybe I should change the subject. I was about to do... I guess I'll... I was about to say just get an extra pair of socks, but maybe that's not the way to go. BG, how good was that 70s show? It was a good show. I like that 70s show. I don't like a lot of shows that have laugh tracks to them. I think a lot of them are kind of stupid. It's like every little thing that gets said, you gotta listen for 5 seconds. You know, like the TV show thinks you're so dumb that they need to tell you when to laugh along with them. So yeah, a lot of shows I really hate the laugh tracks, but in some shows it works, and I think in that 70s show it worked and it was funny. I liked it. Just because the show is so good, you know. Alright, good night, BG. Heading back stateside tomorrow morning. Alright, cool, dude. Have a safe trip. Let's hear this clothing philosophy. No, you know what? Maybe it's too ahead of its time. We don't need to go there. BG, will you go for Silver Surfer in Arena? No, I'm not going to have the units, even if I wanted to. I wouldn't be able to. It's funny for me to go shopping for underwear because once you get to that section, you're basically just staring at a wall of dudes' junk. That's very true. You are just kind of looking at their junk. Or trying not to, but you don't really have a choice. You're just trying to block it out. Like, what's the size? Looking at like just the corner of the is this the size I need? PG wants to make jock straps popular attire, I think. You know, sure, why not? Agree, BG. There's a video on YouTube called Cringe Big Bang Theory, and they took the laugh track out and just had the audio, and it was mega cringe. Well, I've seen some of those. I mean, that's a little bit unfair, just because they are waiting. They're pausing and waiting because they have to. You know, like that's. So if you took out those pauses, you know, it'd be different. But yeah, still, I still don't like it. Even in shows that are like, you know, some shows considered like some of the best shows of all time. Like, sure, I'll take on some more hate as if I didn't have enough. Even shows like Seinfeld. I like Seinfeld, okay? But it's sometimes hard to like go back and watch an episode of Seinfeld. I think because of the laugh track. I think it bothers me that much in some shows, including that one. But for some reason in that 70s show, I think it's, I don't know, it's like the vibe of the show is just kind of meant to be like, they're all just smoking pot the entire time. I think it's kind of meant to be kind of silly like that, you know? And I don't know. It kind of works. BG underwear lined with bananas on the front, I would buy. Wow. Should that be official merch? Are you saying you want them to nerf Seinfeld? Oh god. Oh man. Cheers had a great laugh track. There was always one laugh that would crack me up. I don't really remember individual laughs in the laugh tracks. I used to watch Cheers sometimes. It would come like, I mean, Cheers, that was kind of before my time. Hold on, what year did Cheers actually come out? Okay, yeah, 82 to 93. Oh, I mean, in the early 90s, I could have been watching it, I guess. But anyway, it was on like Nick at Night or one of those types of things. Maybe it's either Nick at Night or some other channel at nighttime having reruns and stuff. And sometimes I'd watch Cheers. I think Cheers is like I could see myself watching Cheers if I was just a little bit older. Because I think it was a lot better than like a lot of the other TV shows around that time. Some of the other shows, that would also be on like Nick at Night or what are some of the other ones, like TV Land or something like that? I don't remember, man. It's been so long since I've had like cable TV. But anyway, some of those other shows that came out around the time just kind of sucked. like hard. Like I'm thinking like, man, these are the shows that you guys brought back because they were so good. These shows are terrible. I guess that's the same as today though. There's a lot of shows that are out today that I think are terrible. So I guess it's all just, you know, very subjective. But Cheers is one of those shows that I feel like I could have watched. I've been just a little bit older. I can't even think of a current show that uses laugh tracks. They used to be in pretty much every sitcom. Yeah, they were in pretty much every sitcom. There are some that still use them though. I mean, Big Bang Theory is one example, right? I don't watch a lot of sitcoms, so I'm not even sure. But yeah, I think I skimmed over Aaron Abdo's comment. He said, "Yeah, Scrubs got me used to no laugh track, and it's hard to go back now." I think it might have been like Malcolm in the Middle was a big change. I remember Malcolm in the Middle. It was different for a bunch. Like I didn't understand at the time, but what's it called? Like a one camera show or something like that. Hold on. I get the official phrasing or something. Malcolm in the Middle. Single camera, I guess that's what it's called. Single camera. Made like a movie with a single camera. Single camera sitcom. Is that what it's called? I don't know. But I didn't realize, you know, at the time I didn't even think about how that stuff worked. How, you know, a lot of these shows, they're, you know, I'd go from like watching Full House or something like that, which, oh god, I hated Full House. But you know, just how they had like, yeah, they were always in that same shot in they only ever showed like that living room from like the one side of it, you know. And they would have, I guess, like a couple cameras to show different angles and stuff, but you know, it's very different the way like that show was made compared to something like Malcolm in the Middle. I think that's when things started changing for me. That's like the first one I can remember. That was like, oh man, I get to laugh when I think something's funny instead of people just like telling me to laugh. Do you watch How I Met Your Mother? No, I never watched that show. I know a lot of people like it. I saw like an episode or two and just wasn't into it. You should definitely watch Cheers. Excellent show. Some really great writing. Well, I'm probably not going to go back and watch it now, but like I said, I've seen some episodes. It seemed good. I like I liked some of the actors on that show. Like still to this day. I mean, Woody Harrelson's awesome, right? If you guys have never seen there was a movie that came out a few years ago. I can't remember the name. It's like a high school movie. Oh man, he's the only one I can't even remember as far as like the actors' names in it. Hold on. Going to IMDb. Here we go. The Edge of 17. His character in that movie is great. One of the best characters I've ever seen in any movie. It's so good, man. He's hilarious in it. And then of course, I mean, the dude's made so many good movies and everything, right? Also, what's the dude's name? Hold on. Now I need to look up Cheers on IMDb. He's like the main guy, I think. Oh yeah, Ted Danson, that's his name. There was a show that I guess I started watching it after it was canceled. I'm trying to find it now. It was just okay, but I kind of liked watching it. Watched it on like Amazon Prime or something. And he was in it. Bored to Death is the name of that one. It's just okay. I kind of enjoyed it. Alright, anyway. Let me get off IMDb here. High School Musical? Yeah, that was not the that's not the movie I was talking about. Don't want to play Groot. Speaking of good roles, did you watch the Joker BG? I did not. I did not, no. What about Woody in White Man Can't Jump? Yeah. Of course, the classic White Man Can't Jump. No, he was good in it, yeah. Oh, man. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. But no, yeah, he's good in that, of course. That was probably, like, I think I saw that movie before I ever saw an episode of Cheers. So I think that was like the first time I saw Woody Harrelson. You know, the first time you see an actor, you just think like, okay, you know, whatever. It's just an actor. It takes like a couple roles, seeing them in like a few different things to be like, oh, this dude's awesome, you know? Or at least back then it was. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I have a better understanding of that stuff nowadays. I guess it's more of like as a kid, you know, like at least myself, I didn't really put it together like, you know, oh yeah, these guys could have multiple roles. and if you like them in one movie, there's a chance you might like their other work and stuff like that. As a kid, it was just like, nope, this is it, you know. Oh man, it's so much better using Sentinel against mutant champions, getting those analysis charges built up. I didn't even get a lot that fight, but just seeing how they jumped up 1 second there. Zombieland, Woody is awesome. I haven't seen that movie. People kept saying to watch it one night when we were talking about movies. Woody H will play Carnage in the next Venom movie? What? Really? Wisdom teeth suck. Dude, yeah, getting your wisdom teeth, I'm guessing you're getting them removed. Or they just hurt coming in. Either way, man, yeah, getting wisdom teeth, I never really felt them when they were coming in. They didn't bother me, but I had to get them removed, and that was not a fun time. That was not a fun experience. It was hard for me to accept Woody as an actor after years of Cheers. Like he just got stuck as a goofball in my mind. Natural Born fixed that, though. Don't think I've even heard of Natural Born. But I know what you mean. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you see someone play a role and you just get used to them as that role. I don't know if the guy who made Napoleon Dynamite is, I mean, I'm sure he's still making movies. I don't know if he makes serious movies or not. But I don't know if I could ever, like, I don't know if I could ever see that guy, like, if he wanted to play, like a cop or something, like in a serious role, like a serious cop. I could see him play a goofy cop, but Yeah, there's definitely I guess I understand it when wait, what the hell? Did they change the order of these things? The uncollected arena crystal was at the bottom before. Oh, that's right. I don't want to pop that open anyway. Let's spin these out. I guess I understand it though when they talk about getting like typecast and stuff like that and not wanting to get stuck in like the same role for their entire careers. Because it is like that. Sometimes you just see an actor as whatever role they're best known for, and that's it. It took me a while to get used to Bryan Cranston being a meth dealer after Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah, I could see that. I still remember. I remember, like, hearing about Breaking Bad. Like, this was before it came out, actually. And like I knew that he was gonna be in that show. You know, like I saw a commercial for it or something like that. But I didn't know what type of show it was gonna be. And I remember thinking like, oh, I'll watch that. You know, this guy's funny. And then I didn't even make it through the first episode. I'm like, this show isn't funny. What a crappy show this is. Like, and I never went back to it. I never watched it. I understand a lot of people that's like one of their favorite shows, but yeah, I pretty much only watch comedies. Almost exclusively. Not, I guess there's some non-comedies, but almost exclusively. That's the reason why Chris Evans and Downey Jr. opted out of the Marvel movies. They wanted to do other roles and not get stuck as Cap and Iron Man forever. So they had the choice? Because, I mean, not to spoil anything, but with the way Endgame ended, it felt like it was just kind of time to move on or something. I mean, yeah, I don't know. For one of them, at least. But yeah, I mean, I could see. I mean, I'm sure they made so much money off of those movies, and it's probably really easy to be like, no, yeah, I'll just keep doing this, and making even more money. So it's probably hard to even like turn down roles like that. But then again, I guess at a certain point you have so much money that it's like, well, you don't really need it anymore. You want to just do what you find to be the most fulfilling. I mean, they had a bunch of roles before being in any of those Marvel movies, right? Like both of them were in a bunch of different movies and everything. That's why it ended that way, BG? Huh. Okay. BG caught you live based on current game setup for 5-star champs. How far would you rank them the least for arena use? You mean like the lowest that I'd rank them just for arena? Well, I mean, like rank 2 is really good for the arena because rank 2 you're safe with them. You're not going to get deathmatched. But really, just whatever spare resources you have, you don't even necessarily need to take them to rank 2 always if you don't have the resources. It's always better to put your resources into champions that you're going to use outside of the arena, and then the arena, that's kind of your extra. If you have overflow resources, dump them into those champs, and try to get them to at least rank 2 if possible. But the higher the better, and you know, I was kind of counting for my roster. I'm still a good ways out from taking them all to rank 3, but I guess I made a lot more progress on that over this past year than I thought I would. I remember at like the beginning of the year, I was thinking like, or like even in like spring and summer and stuff, thinking like, oh man, there's no way I'm gonna get all my 5 stars to rank 3. That would take forever. Like I can't even get all of my 4-star champions to rank 4. So how am I ever gonna get my 5 stars to rank 3? But most of them are. Like I'm gonna do a quick count. Let's see. Actually, I'll just count. Nah, screw it. I guess I got to do like 2 counts, right? All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15. So I have 115 5 stars. And Angela's actually still rank 1. But let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Is Cyclops? He's still ranked 2, right? Yeah, okay. So 35, 40. Wait, how did I sort it? I did sort by rank, okay. Crap, now I lost count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Alright, 41, 42, 43, 44. I think Maw is still ranked 2. He is still ranked 2, but then Cap, yeah. So 40, I have 44 of them. That's all that's left to take them up to rank 3. It's gonna slow down now though, is the thing. Now that they changed the Glory Store, and I'm not buying tier 5 basics as much as I was with the Glory Store. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Making a lot more progress than I thought. Alright, anyway, it's getting pretty late, guys, so it is time to call it for the night. New event quest tomorrow, eh? I guess I should go download that update right now. Even though I'm not going to step foot in the new event quest, I don't think. Not until after 6.3 is over. Wait, what happened to the Glory Store? Well, they reduced the price for most of the catalysts in there. And for tier 5 basics, they increased the quantity that you get. They lowered the price and increased the quantity. So, tier 5 basic, that's what I spend the majority of my glory on these days. Previously I was splitting between potions and tier 4 basic, and now I'm basically splitting between tier 5 basic and potions. So yeah. It would be nice to keep getting tier 4 basics, but the tier 5 basic is just such a good value at the moment that if I can keep ranking up more champions to use for item lists and stuff like that, I guess I'll keep doing that. But okay, anyway, I'm out for the night. Andrew, thank you very much. If you're still in here, thank you very much for being tonight's biggest D. I also want to say thank you to everyone else that sent over a little something. It is always appreciated. And just thanks for hanging out, whether you sent over something or not. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Be sure to play with your man things. Don't know why I had to go there. Good night, everybody.